You got to give Georgia a lot of credit. They needed the win. Looked like they needed it. They came out, played harder than us, turned us over at 21 points off turnovers, destroyed us on the second chance points. I mean, they add those two numbers up. They're at 46 points, second chance, and off turnovers, 2 hour 24. So when you lose that by 22 points, it's going to be really hard to win the game. So, I think Steven told me we didn't get our first second chance points until 12 minutes or something to go in the second half. I mean, it's like our rebounding issues are just killing us right now. And, for our leading rebounder to be right, so with five, and then Sherelle and Philon with four each, like it's going to be hard to win games with the rebounding issues we're having, on top of the fact that we had all the pick sixes that led to points on the other end. So, and then we're good for giving up career highs to guys. We did it again tonight with Catchings. He's super comfortable, got a bunch of open shots off. Then he ends up with 32, and it's like once you get him going, it's hard to shut the water off. And he ends up making 7 threes, gets a career high, has his career night, and we didn't have any resistance on him all night. So, ton of credit to Georgia having those guys ready to go. They're fighting for a lot here, but so are we. We're fighting for seeding in the SEC tournament, seeding in the NCAA tournament. Like, we've got some young guys that have no idea what it takes to win at this level, particularly on the road. So this was our last chance to get a quality road win. We failed it. It's our, third time to have a great road win or a neutral with Illinois and Chicago, and follow it up with a win, because we beat Illinois and Chicago and lose to Gonzaga. We beat St. John's. We lose to Purdue. We beat Tennessee, and now we lose here. So we've got to get some maturity about us. Our guys got to understand that nothing's easy in this league. There's not a road game anybody's going to hand it to you. And I didn't do a good enough job getting these guys mentally ready to play tonight.
Okay. You talked about some young guys don't understand, but do you feel like this game is kind of I feel like wake up call is kind of cliche, but going into March, that like these slow starts can't come back to?
Yeah, it needs to be a wake up call. Agreed. If you have a slow start and you got guys that aren't locked in, ready to play on both sides of the ball, and don't attack the rim, and don't play strong on offense, and don't get stops or box out or rebound on defense, it's going to be hard to win. You're going to give teams that are very good a lot of life, and and they mauled us on the glass. They got their guys shots, and we win. They shot 53%, which I think is the highest field goal percentage we've given up all year, which not the time of the year to be giving up your worst field goal percentage defense of the year. So we've got, and I told the guys too, like, okay, we had a tough road win Saturday. It's Tuesday. We're off Sunday. We practice super light Monday. It's Tuesday. It's not like the NBA where these guys all want to go play, where they have to get a tough road win on Monday and turn around and play Tuesday. No, we played Saturday. So, and the SEC tournament, it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday if you want to win it, which we've done twice. So if you can't turn around from a tough, mentally, physically exhausting game on Saturday and have yourself mentally ready to go on Tuesday, we got a lot of growing up to do.
You made a bit of a push there in the second half, and then they had that long stretch of a bunch of made 3-pointers in the row. How much of that do you think was bad defense? How much of that do you kind of just throw your hand?
Combination of both. They definitely made some tough shots there, but you gave them life. Like you let them get going. I mean, it's like Catchings made that one flying across from right to left. I mean, that's a hard shot for a right-hand shooter off his left leg, but that was probably a 7-3 by that point. You'd already seen 6 of them go in. So when you allow a guy to get going like we did, like that's what you get. And we got what we deserved tonight.
The past 2 games, it's 5 combined points for Mariano. Just what do you maybe attribute this kind of walling into here recently?
Look, I use this term all the time. When you're locked in, you're locked in. And when you're locked in, you're getting rebounds, you're making defensive plays, you're attacking the floor on offense, you step to the line, you make your free throws, and he's got to get back locked in. Like, he had 2 plays right out of the gate in the first 2 minutes of the game. He had a drive that he should have just laid in, and for whatever reason, he stopped in the middle of the lane, and he had a turnover and then he wasn't rebounding. Like, he's got to get back locked into making winning plays. If you get back locked into making winning plays and making some tough plays, his offense would just come. Like, he's that talent of an offensive player. He's really good when he's in the flow. He's super talented. He's a competitor. He's tough. But you got to get back locked in to making winning plays. And if you get locked into making winning plays and you're a talented offensive guy like him, the offense will follow.
Trelly looked particularly fiery, just kind of with his teammates and huddles and balls tonight. Just what did you say to him maybe from a leadership standpoint?
Look, it's his last year in college basketball. He sees it. He's been with, I mean, he's the one guy, we're the only team in the country playing a Final Four in the Elite Eight the last 2 years. And he's been a part of both those. And he knows what it takes to win in March. And that wasn't it. And he knows it. So we need somebody like him, and he's doing it, and probably somebody else and some of our other leaders and better players to have the sense of urgency that he has, because he's got a sense of urgency right now.